Princess party.
Princess party.
Oh, hey. Be with you in a second. Just gotta finish my workout real quick. No, Thor, let me borrow this. He doesn't let anyone else touch it, but hey. Hey everybody, make sure that you're settling in, get comfy, grab a snack. We're gonna start story time real soon. Have you been working out while you're at home? Should be, it's good for you. Keep the muscles strong, defeat guys like Thanos. Don't actually have a shield of my own. What do you think? I think it kind of looks good. I need to update the colors. Different star. Yeah, Cap lets me borrow this when he's not using it. Make sure my workout room here looks good. Hey there, everybody. I'm Carol Danvers. You may know me as Captain Marvel. I'm here to read you a story today. Now, I am so excited that you're here today. I have always loved a good story, and I thought, you know, a lot of people are at home today. Why don't we read a story together? That way we can still spend some time together, have a good time, even if we can't physically be together. So, today I brought one of my favorite books. This is 5-Minute Marvel Stories. Has some stories from some of the coolest superheroes who also happen to be my good friends. Spider-Man, Black Panther, Gamora, Star-Lord, even Groot. Yeah, but today I'm going to read one for you called Full Force. It's the story of how I got my powers. This is one of the most common questions I get when I meet someone new. I actually started off as an Air Force pilot. I was a normal human. And then one day, everything changed. So, get ready. Make sure you're nice and comfy. I'm going to read you this story called Full Force. Carol Danvers, that's me, was having a blast as her jet soared through the clouds above a classified airfield. An ace fighter pilot for the U.S. Air Force, she was the best of the best. That was no secret. Carol worked hard protecting her country from every type of threat. She worked hard to save lives and protect her fellow soldiers, and the United States was safe thanks to Carol Danvers. Eventually, NASA heard about Carol Danvers and her stellar military record. The agency recruited her to be the head of security, protecting the United States from cosmic threats. In her new position, Carol learned not only that aliens were real, but that many of them were bent on destroying Earth. One of those alien races was the Kree Empire. NASA was concerned that their endless galactic wars were making Earth vulnerable to alien attacks. So Carol invited the Kree leaders to NASA headquarters. She knew she needed to form an alliance with the Kree. The safety of the planet was at stake. During the meetings, Carol was pleasantly surprised to find she was becoming fast friends with the Kree dignitaries, especially their central leader, Captain Marvel. However, that would not last long. One of the Kree, the evil Yanrog, did not want peace. He came up with a plan. Under the cover of darkness, Yanrog captured Carol along with the powerful alien device he had taken from the Kree ship. It didn't take long for Captain Marvel to find them and launch an epic attack. During the battle, the alien device erupted, creating a massive explosion that engulfed everyone, even Carol Danvers. In the aftermath, Carol escaped unhurt, and Yanrog was never seen again. Captain Marvel and his fellow Kree left Earth to continue their galactic wars. Although the peace mission was a failure, Carol knew that working with the Kree had been the right thing to do. Weeks later, Carol began to feel strange. One night, she felt dizzy until suddenly the world went black. The next thing Carol knew, she was floating. She felt powerful and could create sparkly energy with her hands. Carol Danvers had transformed into a superhuman, and eventually she would become known as Captain Marvel. The explosion had awakened Carol's superpowers. She started to test her powers and found she could fly through the air just by thinking it. By tightening her fists, she could send blasts of powerful photon energy. She could even absorb different types of energy and use it to enhance her already powerful superhuman abilities. Captain Marvel had become stronger, faster, and virtually indestructible. See flying through space? I can't do it right now because we'd have to move the camera, but it's really cool, I promise. As a superhero, Captain Marvel was able to do things she'd only dreamed of as a pilot. She took to the skies, exploring the far reaches of space and using her powers for good. Along the way, she met new friends and new enemies. But in the end, something always pulled her back home. There was no mistaking it. Captain Marvel's military training had made her Earth's fiercest protector. Whether it was a meteor hurtling through Earth's atmosphere or a galactic council meeting, Captain Marvel always wanted to protect her home. After saving the world many times, Captain Marvel was recruited to lead the Alpha Flight space program. Alpha Flight was created as Earth's first line of defense against alien threats. As Lieutenant Commander, she was able to prevent a massive attack from an alien army, the Chitauri. In addition to working for Alpha Flight, Captain Marvel also teamed up with other superheroes to defend the world. One of those teams was Earth's mightiest heroes, the Avengers. Their missions took Captain Marvel all over the world and into the cosmos. But when the job was done, Captain Marvel always returned home to Earth and her Alpha Flight crew. Whether flying solo or with her fellow heroes, Captain Marvel was a force to be reckoned with. Now there you have it. That is how I got my superpowers. Now, I'm thinking that we should probably read another story, right? But before that, if any of you have any questions for me or you just want to say hi, I would love to say hi back, answer your questions. Please feel free to send us a message, and at the end of this next story, I would love to answer those questions, say hi to you. Just send us a message. All right, now the next story is about a time that I helped my friends, the Avengers, save the day. This one is called Ultron Goes Viral. Yeah. Alarm bells rang throughout Avengers Tower. Earth was in a state of emergency. Something horrific and unspeakable had happened. Something nobody should ever experience in their lifetime. The internet is down, Iron Man shouted over the roar of the alarms. He had gathered the heroes on the roof of Avengers Tower. Thor was confused. So, humans can't watch their kitten videos? Thor really knows what's important. Kitten videos are one of the most fun kinds of things to watch on the internet, right? All vital Earth systems need internet, Black Widow said grimly. Hospitals, the electrical grid, you name it. Captain America stepped forward, taking charge. Hulk and Black Widow, check in with the police. Falcon, maintain the hospitals. Thor and Hawkeye, keep an eye out for trouble. Iron Man, you're with me. Let's go. Captain America turned to Iron Man. There has to be someone behind this. Way ahead of you, Cap, Iron Man replied. Jarvis was able to do a deep dive into the world's servers. One name kept popping up. Ultron. The evil artificial intelligence? Cap said, shaken. Iron Man nodded. I'm guessing he released a virus into the network. He wants to destroy everything. The question is, how do we destroy him? Captain America nodded. I've got an idea. With Iron Man using his rocket boosts and Captain America on his sky cycle, they headed towards their destination. I know you're a genius, Tony, Cap said, but we need smarts and power. We need Captain Marvel. I've heard of her, Iron Man said. What's her deal? She's the head of Alpha Flight, Cap replied. She's an astronaut, half alien, and won't back down for anyone. Oh, and she lives in the Statue of Liberty's crown. When they arrived, they found Captain Marvel straightening her uniform. Internet's down across the globe and it's a complete mess, she said, not bothering to say hello first. I assume that's why you boys are here? Ultron released a virus, Iron Man explained, also not wasting words. Captain Marvel nodded. She understood immediately. I'm on it. Meet me at Alpha Flight headquarters. She grabbed her official Alpha Flight communicator. Alpha Flight, prepare for my arrival. Captain Marvel then launched herself into the sky without even noticing Cap and Iron Man trying to catch up. How can our communicator be working? Captain America asked as he and Iron Man tailed Captain Marvel. Alpha Flight must have bypassed the traditional network system, similar to Jarvis. I'm not surprised. Alpha Flight has some of the best tech around, Iron Man said. Well, after Stark Industries, of course. Cap smiled. Of course. Captain Marvel looked over her shoulder. Come on, keep up! The three heroes soared through the air and arrived at Alpha Flight headquarters. Alpha Flight gleamed with cutting-edge technology. Scientists, astronauts, engineers, and soldiers hurried to and fro. Captain America and Iron Man watched in admiration as Captain Marvel strode into the room and immediately began issuing orders. Gonzalez, she said, get an encrypted pipeline. O'Connell, initiate offensive network protocol 616. Iron Man watched code scroll along the monitors. It's digital warfare, he explained to Cap. She's hunting Ultron's virus. Soon everyone could see the plan was working. Yes, Captain Marvel yelled at her screen. Ultron is going to see where the threat is coming from, Iron Man warned her. He'll come here to physically shut us down. Captain Marvel smiled. Let him come. Boom! Suddenly, the wall behind Captain America exploded. Ultron appeared through the dust and mayhem. Oh, how cute, he said. Iron Man and Captain America think they can foil my genius plot to destroy human civilization. Ultron grabbed Cap's shield, catching him off guard. But the hero wasn't about to give up so easily. Bad idea, buddy. Ultron just laughed as Captain America leaped into action. He flung his shield at Ultron and hit him with a powerful punch. But Ultron was too strong. He grabbed Captain America and threw him out of the building through the massive hole in the wall. Cap dangled off the side of the building as Ultron turned to Iron Man and the Alpha Flight team. Give up, puny humans. Your Earth systems don't stand a chance. Nobody can protect humanity now. It was a fearsome speech, but suddenly Iron Man began to laugh. You've never met Captain Marvel, have you? Ultron sneered, looking at Captain Marvel. This human woman and her pathetic little friends, I will destroy them. Captain Marvel glared at Ultron. Then, tightening her gloves, she nodded at her first lieutenant. I'm only half human, Captain Marvel said, as the lieutenant hit the button that said execute. Ultron squinted his robotic eyes. I'm not impressed. Oof! He grunted in surprise as Captain Marvel punched him right in the face. She grinned. Come on, you hunk of junk. Yeah! Ultron tackled her to the ground with a crash. Their fight raged all over Alpha Flight headquarters as everyone scrambled for cover. Before long, both were bruised and battered. One of Captain Marvel's strongest punches had put a big dent in Ultron's cheek. This is getting boring, Captain Marvel said. And since our code is nearly done executing... Bing! The computer announced. There we go, Captain Marvel said, smiling sweetly. Your virus is toast, Ultron, and so are you. Captain Marvel swung a mighty punch. The blow was so powerful that Ultron burst through the wall and sailed right into space. What I missed, Captain America asked as he made his way back up to headquarters. Captain Marvel and Iron Man looked at each other and burst out laughing. Tony had to take off his helmet in order to catch his breath. Up high, Tony said, raising a hand. The internet's back up, she said, high-fiving Tony, and Ultron is out of our hair. Great work today, heroes. Tony smiled. Sorry, Steve, but it looks like the Avengers have a new captain now. The end. So that is how I helped save the internet. Now, for those of you who had questions, I would love to answer those now and say hi to you. What do we have? Yep. Oh, hi, May. Hi, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, you're right, Karen. Without the internet, we would not have kitten videos. By the way, did you guys know that I have a cat? His name is Goose, and he is hands down the coolest cat in the whole entire universe. I'd love to show you pictures later. Yeah. Oh, hi, Tom. Hello, Paul. Oh, hi, Anna. Hello, Princess Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining us today for story time. I am so glad that I got to spend some time with you. Thank you so much, heroes. Now, it has been super to spend this time with you. Now, would you ever want to have me video call you personally? I would love that. Visit superheroparties.com to find out how. Now, I have a special message for everyone, so listen very close. Remember that the world is always darkest before the dawn. I never want any of you to lose your most precious gift, which is hope. Listen to your parents because they really know what's best. See you soon. Don't forget, higher, further, faster.
We have a few more questions.
Oh, we have a few more questions.
Yes. Mandy May wants to say, Marley says hi.
Hi, Marley. Thank you so much for joining us for story time.
Laura says she's a big fan and Laura is babysitting her.
Oh, well, it's so nice to have you both with us. Thank you. I'm sure I'm a fan of you as well.
Heather says that they love Auntie Nessa, Deanna.
Hi, Heather and Deanna. Thank you so much for joining us. Did you have fun with the princess video earlier? I heard you joined Ariel for story time too.
Leah Marie wants to say hi from everyone in Michigan.
Hi, hello to Michigan as a whole. It is one of my favorite states in the entire United States of America.
And
it's a great state.
Princess Stephanie wants to let you know that she loves you.
I love you too, Princess Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining us for this video and for our story time. Now, everyone, don't forget, if you would love to get a personal message or have a one-on-one chat, visit superheroparties.com to figure out how. Thank you so much, and until next time, don't forget, higher, further, faster.